Ohio State University, US, under the prestigious Raman Fellowship in the year 2015. And this is the award given by Government of India to do to recognize good researchers in India and promote the research among the top researchers of India in US, only the US states. Sir is the life member of National Academy of Sciences. It is one of the prestigious academy in India, and he is the lifetime member for this academy. So, and sir has recognized one of the topmost cited scientist, and you all know it is a Stanford University researcher. They, by collecting the Scopus data, they will select a top 2% scientist around the world, around the globe in different disciplines. And Dr. B.J. Girish sir, consecutively 5th time, he has been recognized as top 2% scientist, and his name is included. Since the beginning, his name is included in the both the category. There is a 2 category, one is year-wise and one is lifetime. Lifetime achievement also they consider, and surname is included in both the categories since the beginning. And many of his papers are top cited articles in many publications, namely in Wiley publication and IOP, Institute of Physics publication, one of the prestigious publications. So in World Scientific Scientist and University ranking, it is one of the ranking given by, published by AD Scientific Index. I think you know that. And sir stood at 7th in India and 59 in Asia. His place is 7th rank in India and 59th in Asia. And also he ranked 3rd in the national, in the area of mechanical and aerospace engineering. In India, his rank is 3rd in the mechanical and aerospace engineering, but in overall his ranking is 7th. It shows his popularity. So in research, and besides all this, he is a very good teacher because I am a student in the PG, and I am a student of, and I learned many things under his guidance. And we both did PhD under the same guide, Professor C.S. Bhagyawadi, and most of the work I carried out under his guidance only. So I am the right person to introduce. When they called me, then the madam proposed me, sir, will you introduce? This is always my privilege. And it gives man, means what it is today I should remember. In such a good platform, it was a privilege. And I got an opportunity to introduce my guru. And beside all these things, he is a very good human being. This is the thing that I want to introduce from myself. He is a very good human being. He helped a lot of the people. And whenever, whoever he may be, if you have any doubts in the research, whatever the subject, I am telling honestly, whatever the subject, it may be physics, chemistry also. Honestly, he will put an effort and he will solve the problems. This is the greatness of my teacher, and I am thankful to the organizers for this opportunity. Sir, now I welcome Girish sir to give an invited talk. Sir, please.
A very good morning to you all. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Prasanna. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮುಜುಗರನೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಸೊ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಶೇರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ, ಪ್ರಕಾಶ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಲವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸು, ನನ್ನ ಓನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಮೊಮ್ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಂದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಈ ವರ್ಷ 9 ಜನ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಆ 9 ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ರಮೇಶ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರು. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾನೊಬ್ಬನೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಸಂಸಾರ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಪ್ರೌಡ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್. So now, today my lecture is,
I would like to welcome Professor Sumitra from Nupatunga University, Professor Pallekiran sir from Chaitanya Bharati University to this function.
Thank you very much. Respected dignitaries of the dais, Professor Sumitra Madam, Patil, and my friend from Hyderabad and Venkatachalam from Tamil Nadu and all other my dear student friends. Today my lecture is on impact of non-dimensionalization and selection of similarity transformations on fluid flow and heat transfer problems. Actually, after seeing you all, so I am thinking that I am doing wrong thing, because so it is titled as international conference. That's why my intention is to give some idea to carry research, because many students from different universities, different institutions are doing PhD, doing research in the field of fluid mechanics. So that's why my intention is to give some ideas how to carry out the research. That is my intention. That's why I selected this topic. But after seeing you all, so I'm thinking that I'm doing some wrong thing. But inevitable, yesterday some mathematicians from different universities, they assigned their students, without fail you have to attend the Girish sir class, because he is giving some ideas to carry out research. That's why I have to do this only. But it is very simple. I'm sure you will also understand the concept. Here, the title says impact, means importance of non-dimensionalization and selection of similarity transformations. Non-dimensionalization, I think you may know it. So velocity means there will be a dimension, meter per second. Okay, so for gravity, for temperature, Kelvin, like that. So different parameters, whatever the parameters arises in the governing equation, sure they will have some their own dimensions. Here I have given one additional file. This one, this is did myself and Prasanna around in 2016, like that. We have published one paper. Based on that paper, I think those who are working in the field of fluid mechanics, so it is very well known name, Asteropantacotaresis. Asteropantacotaresis. He has published around 1,000 together papers. Mine is only 430 plus, but he has published 1,000 together paper. All papers are of worth only 1 or 2 pages. How he published? Simply by taking the paper, he took my paper, that paper, and he wrote the comment. So whatever the paper did by Girisha, in this paper, equations are not dimensionalized, means not balanced. That's why whatever the claims did by Girisha are wrong. That's why you have to take back that paper. Like that he used to write the comments. So you can find in Google thousands of papers only with 2 to 3 lines, maximum 1 page. He is going to publish the papers based on fluid mechanics, especially in the field of stretching sheets. One day from this author we received the mail. Sir, he wrote like that. So please go through it and give me your frank feedback for this comment. Then I got some fear. So he wrote me, so I don't know where I did mistake. So like that. And then I neglected for 15 days. For some 15 days I neglected the comment. Then again he wrote me the mail. Girisha, you are neglecting my mail, but you should give the feedback. You should give the opinion. Otherwise, the community will think you in different manner. Then, so I woke up. One day I called Prasanna and one more student, Krishnamurthy, to my house to discuss about this comment. One night we sat together, Prasanna, myself and Krishnamurthy, we sat together and we start to work on that comment. And we found that, so what we did is right and his comment is wrong. What we did is right and that comment is wrong. Then we write the paper, again only 2 pages based on his comment, and we publish the paper against his comment with only 2 pages. You can see that paper. Please click on that one. The file will open. No. Go back. Go back. So, please click on this file. See that paper. So, his response, we use the words so bad as possible to him. So bad as possible. He is nonsense. He don't know about mathematics. Like that we used the word and we wrote the paper, but that paper was published. Again, one more comment, we got it from the same author. Again, we start to write. Then editor told me, mailed me, Girisha, don't do, what you call competition. So please stop here. Then we stopped. From that day, he stopped to write about our papers. Means, why I am telling, while doing research, if we did mistake by that day, really we have to down our head. Is it right? ನಾವು ತಲೆ ತಗ್ಸ್ಲೇಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನಾವು ಸರಿ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಬೈದು ಬರೆದಿದ್ವಿ ಪೇಪರ್ನ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅವನು ನಾನ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ನ ಅರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವ್ನು ನಾನ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ವರ್ಡನ್ನೇ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿದ್ವಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಡೀಟೇಲಾಗಿ ಓದಿ ನೀವು. ಸೊ ಅವು ಯಾವಾಗ if we are right, then only it is possible to give the confident command. Otherwise, sure we are going to lose our command. Is it right? That's why my suggestions, those who are doing research, youngsters, please take care about the equations. While doing your research, you are going to follow some papers. You took some equations from that paper and you are going to add some parameters. Okay? Then again, you are going to do some regular calculations and using some method for the solution. You are going to find the solution and plot the graph and you are write the paper. That's enough. Where you are forgotten to check whether the equation is balanced or not. So right hand side unit must be equal to left hand side unit. Then only the equation is balanced. Okay, otherwise the equation is not correct. This is one criteria. So based on this criteria, I have given lecture long back here itself. Okay. Now my topic is different. Similarly, in Reynolds number, in Peslet number, in Prandtl number, in different non-dimensional numbers, numbers means it must be a constant. Do you agree? Number means it must be a constant. But while doing research, we are going to Reynolds number. Specifically, the name itself says Reynolds number means it must be a number. Peslet number, it must be a number. Okay. Eckert number, it must be a number. Prandtl number means it must be a number. But you observe in papers, I also did the same mistake. Okay. So I also did the same mistake. But there you may observe that in the expression you can find the local variable x. You can find the local variable x. Then how you are going to claim it is non-dimensional number? If the variable remains in the non-dimensional number like Reynolds number, Prandtl number, Peslet number and all those things, then how you are going to claim it as a number? Means you have to remove that variable. Based on this also, Astro commented, so thousands of papers. And he has published thousands of papers with 2 to 3 lines. Within 2 to 3 lines. Okay. So that's why take care. Then how we are going to avoid that local variable x in those non-dimensional numbers is very important thing. So this is my intention to say how we have to avoid those things and how we are going to get good results for stretching sheets problems. Almost, so 100 of papers have been published by different great mathematicians like Professor Gorla, Chamka, Makinde. So even myself, we did mistakes. Earlier we did mistakes by taking similarity transformations. What is similarity transformation? You know, as a PG students and BSc students, to solve differential equations, you can find many methods to solve differential equations. Closed form solutions by analytical methods, semi-closed form solutions using semi-analytical methods, and numerical solutions. Is it right? Sometimes we stop somewhere without having solutions to the differential equations. By this we mean that you can find many differential equations, they didn't have analytical or semi-analytical solutions. For the example, best example is Navier-Stokes equation. Till date it is the open problem for the analytical solution. Till date no one has found the analytical solution for the Navier-Stokes equation. This is the challenging one. Okay, some nonlinear equations, it is highly difficult, sometimes impossible to find the analytical solution. So usually, while solving ordinary differential equations, we are not going to face so much difficulty. If this is the ordinary differential equation, then we are not going to find much difficulty to solve ordinary differential equation. While come to the partial differential equation, sure, you are going to face the problem. Only linear equations, linear partial differential equations, you have many methods. Separation of variables, eigenexpansion method, Duhamel's principle, D'Alembert's method, Laplace transform method, Fourier transform method, Henkel transformation method, Sumdo transformation method. Like that you can find many methods only for linear equations. Even though we find some difficulty, but all these methods have their own limitations. Once the equation becomes nonlinear, all these methods fail to find a solution in some situations. Especially Laplace transformation did not work for the nonlinear equations. Fourier transformation did not work for the nonlinear equations. Somehow in separation of variables you can tackle, but these methods fail to find the solution. In that situation, the best method is numerical one. But you have studied numerical methods in your MSc level. There will be few methods. There will be sorry, ತುಮಕೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಮ್ಮಾಗಿದ್ದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. There will be few methods for the solution of numerical methods for partial differential equations. Like finite difference method is the major one. Then it is developed as finite element method, finite volume method, nowadays DTM method and all those things. But all these methods have their limitations, and they used to give much error when compared to ordinary differential equations methods. IVP methods. IVP methods give better solution when compared to direct solving partial differential equations. That's why the most efficient technique is reduce the partial differential equation into ordinary differential equation, then find the solution to ODE using any method. Even Runge-Kutta method will give better solution. Okay, Runge-Kutta method and then predictor corrector methods. Okay, many methods will give the, even so use your Euler method. By taking small step size, even in Euler method also you can find a very good solution for ODE only. That's why the concept of similarity transformation is, we are going to transform the partial differential equation into ordinary differential equation. Once it reduced to ordinary differential equation, then we are going to find the solution using either analytical or numerical, that is secondary, using any method you know. That is immaterial. But here the thing is, while applying similarity transformation, we are doing mistakes. What is that mistake? Each equation has its own similarity transformation. Each equation, remember it, each equation has its own similarity transformation. But most of us, 90% of us, 90%, not less than 90, it may be more than 90, 90% of us don't know how to derive similarity transformations for the particular differential equation. Then how we are solving? Just Sumitra madam did one paper, I am going to follow that paper. So I took her paper and I am going to change some parameters and I am going to use whatever the similarity transformations used by Sumitra only. Then surely you can find the local variables in the equation. Surely you can find, because each equation has its own similarity transformation. So let us see how the similarity transformation changes. Okay, for different differential equations. Then surely you are going to know how we have to derive our own similarity transformation. Here, for each paper, for each formulation, you have to derive your own similarity transformation. Then only your method and your claim is right. Otherwise, your method as well as your claim will be wrong. But we did the mistake. I also published around 10 to 15 papers with wrong similarity transformations. ನಾನೇನು ಹೊರತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Okay? I also did the same mistake. But I suggested my students in 2011-12 to Prasanna and one of my students in US, Mantesha and those people, hey, how you are going to take this similarity transformation, man? It is just another symbol. Another symbol you are using, then now it's going to be similarity transformation. But so convinced me, sir, he took the similarity transformation, same transformation. She took the same similarity transformation. They are big shots in our field. He took the similarity, Sakyajis took one, Crane took one. So then what we are? Okay, we also took the same similarity transformation. We did the calculation and we find it. But so that question always roaming around my mind. That's why. So this year, 2 of my students, Pavitra and Sushma, I assigned the work. No, you should derive your own similarity transformation and you have to carry your research. Otherwise, you don't do any papers. So I gave the idea to them and how to calculate the similarity transformation and the fundamentals of the similarity transformation to them. I taught them, okay? So they learnt it and now they are deriving their own similarity transformation. And so earlier all the papers bounced from the journals, simply bounced. Today we are going to send the paper, tomorrow we find the mail, your paper has been rejected. Simply tomorrow itself. So Pavitra start to cry, sir, sure our PhD will not complete. Because all papers are coming back, then how we are going to publish? So then how our PhD is going to be complete? Then I told her, don't bother, don't worry, just do what I say. Sure you will get, and sure after 1 day, after 3 years, I am going to submit your thesis. No problem, because minimum duration is 3 years. After 3 years, within 1 day, I am going to submit your thesis. No problem, just do what I say. So they follow my words, and they are doing. Now almost 5 to 6 papers have been published in very good journals based on this comment. So now they have the confidence, okay, we can publish. Because why they are rejecting? So I wrote in the paper, Sumitra did wrong, Prasanna did wrong, Chandrali did wrong, Patil Mallikarjuna did wrong. So these are all wrong things now. So we derived new thing like this. Then the paper went to Sumitra. Oh, he wrote Sumitra did wrong. That's why she reject the paper. Chandrali see, oh, Chandrali wrong. Chandrali reject the paper. Like that earlier, so all the papers going to reject. But 1 hour other day, they have to accept the truth, So they have accept the truth and now the papers are publishing. We struggled 1 year. We struggled 1 year to publish single paper. But after, one paper now, so we cannot find any difficulty to find the paper. But the comments are horrible. We have to answer the comments in rigorous way, right? Let us see. So what is the importance? How similarity transformations changes and how we have to derive and how, the looks, okay? And what are the simple mistakes we are not observing there? Okay? Let us see. Okay, our sari madavaru innu ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಡ. So usually while doing stretching sheet problems, if the stretching sheet, linearly stretching sheet, most of us doing on the stretching sheet problems, those who are doing, capital U is equal to A into X. Is it right? If it is linearly stretching sheet, okay, then your capital U is equal to small a into small x. U means what? Stretching velocity. Then what is the, unit for that one? Meter per second. U means meter per second velocity. It's equal to A into X. X denotes length means meter, A constant per second, so meter per second. Left and right, so balance. That's why what you have taken, U is equal to A into X, it's appropriate. Some of you did the papers on non-linear stretching also. Means there, capital U must be equal to A into X to the power n, where n must be not equals to 1. Am I right? So, capital U is equal to, okay. Capital U is equal to A into X to the power n. A is per second, you agree? X means meter, X power n is there. Then meter power n, meter per second, meter power n second, is it right? Illi meter per second. How your equation is balanced? How you are going to climb, that is the stretching velocity? Have you thought of it? Have you understand? Do you understand the concept? U is equal to A into X, it is right. A is per second, X is meter, meter per second. U means velocity, meter per second, equation is balanced. But while taking non-linear stretching, U must be equal to A into X to the power n. Is it? A means per second, X to the power n means meter to the power n. Meter to the power n by second. Here meter per second. N must be not equals to 1 for non-linear stretching. Then how you are going to climb capital U as a velocity? How you are going to climb? Means we did mistake. Around hundreds of papers have been published with same mistake. Sometimes you are going to take exponential function. Stretching is like exponentially stretching. So U is equal to e power x. There also there will be no meter per second. Simply for non-linear case, we are going to log x, e power x, cos x, like that we are going to take, and we are going to do the routine calculations. That's why sure you are going to get local variable in your, so non-dimensional numbers like Reynolds number, Eckert number, Prandtl number, spin friction coefficient, Sherwood number, and all these things. Okay, that's why you have to take care about the dimensions as well as similarity transformations. Let us see how similarity transformation changes, the equations, and how they are wrong. My claim they are wrong, your claim is they are right, because you took those transformation and you claim that whatever the thing I have taken are right, but I am telling that your claim is wrong. So let us see whether am I right or you are right. Okay, let us see how. Next. See. So simple equations for the similarity transformations. It is simple heat equation. What you have studied in your MSc level. Ut is equal to C square into Uxx. Adana different ag bardidini aste. Okay. Ut is equal to C square into Uxx. I am going to go back. ಆ PDF ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ, ಅದ್ರಾಗ ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. PDF ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡು, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಬಿಡಿ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಇಟ್. PDF ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, PDF ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲೋ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. Okay. Make it full screen. Yes. Okay. Look here. Next. Go to the next pages. Look at there. So I took only heat equation, simple heat equation, along with these boundary conditions, and derived my My own similarity transformations. My own similarity transformations. Okay? So there will be different methods to find the similarity transformation, but this is not the platform or time to explain those things. It will take minimum, so 1 day to explain how to derive your own similarity transformation. That's why I am not going to explain those things. If you have the worksheet, so workshops, then provide me 2 to 3 hours or 4 hours, then surely I can explain how to derive the similarity transformation by your own, for your own differential equations. Okay? So look at there, I derived the similarity transformations. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಇದು. Look at there, eta is equal to x by square root of t. Means your differential equation in 2 variables, time variable as well as position variable x, there will be 2 independent variable. So your eta must contain both the variables, then only it is correct. Okay, so these are the appropriate eta. This eta satisfies not only the equation, also the given boundary conditions. ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಆ ಈಟನ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ 90% ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಟಿ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಟಿ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ 0 ಬಂತು ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಸೊ ಅವರ್ ಸಿಮಿಲಾರಿಟಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ಮೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ದಟ್ ಸಿಮಿಲಾರಿಟಿ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ should satisfy all the boundary conditions and all the equations. Okay, not only the continuity equation, all the equations. I derived the, so observe here, eta is equal to x by root t, and similar equation will become like this. This is ODE. After substituting these two in the original equation, I obtained the ordinary differential equation, so-called similar equation like this, along with these boundary conditions. Okay, next, here I took different equation, different partial differential equation. Why I took different partial differential equation? Because in our research we are going to use the same similarity transformation, whatever the transformation transformation so referred by the previous author. Whatever the previous author used the similarity transformation, same similarity transformation we are going to carry forward to our own equations. Means each equation have their own similarity transformation. Remember it. Each equation have their own similarity transformation. Here same equation with little different in the equation. Find your similar. There eta is equal to x by root t, but here eta is equal to x by t to the power 1 by 3, means cube root of t. Cube root of t means, so similarity variable changed in accordance with the equation. Go to the next. So here I took, so this equation means wave equation, utt is equal to uxx. For this you observe that eta is equal to x by t. Eta is equal to, so utt is equal to uxx, even linear equation, your similarity variable is different, not similar with the heat equation. Okay, but what we are doing, it is a study or unstudy, whatever the equation, so we are going to use the transformation, so those who are so referred by the previous author. That is the wrong thing. Okay, next. So nodi, I observed some papers. I have not mentioned the author's name because every author has their own reputation. That's why I have not mentioned their name in my PPT. But so in research paper I have to mention. But here I am not going to mention their name. So look at there, in one of the paper, flow and heat transfer of dusty hyperbolic tangent fluid over a stretching sheet in the presence of thermal radiation and magnetic field. ಈ ಆತರನ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನನ್ ಅದರ್ ದೆನ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಐ ಡಿಡ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಪೇಪರ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಸೊ ವಿ ಟುಕ್ ದೀಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಗವರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, see there, my eta is some constant into y. Eta is some constant into y. But my governing equation involves two independent variables, x and y, but my eta involves only one variable. Eta is equal to some constant into y means it is nothing but just different symbol. Instead of y you are going to take some eta. Just it becomes a different symbol. Then how you are going to claim it as a similarity transformation? Sure, there will be error and there will be local variable in the equation. That's why here my claim is what Girisha did is wrong with this similarity transformation. So now we are doing for the same equations, we are going to derive the new similarity transformation and we obtain the similarity transformation involving all the variables. And it gives better values and good results for the flow problem. Next. So this is one of the paper published by some XYZ. So there, these are the equations. Next. See here, eta is equal to some constant into r. This is a cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, cylindrical coordinate system. Eta is equal to some constant into r. There some constant into y. What is the difference between what I used in previous paper and this one? Both are one and the same. Here the concept is different. There my concept is different. There the equations are different. Here the equations are different, but we use the same similarity transformation. How they work? So there we observed that in previous slides, each equation have their own similarity transformation. That's why, these are not appropriate similarity transformations. Next. So this is one of the paper again, published by some author. Next. Here also you observe that eta is function of only one variable but it is wrong because his governing equations have two independent variables but similarity variable contains only one variable. That's why his assumption also wrong. Okay, next. Similarly this one, next. So see here, eta is equal to some constant into y. Again, same similarity transformation, nonsense. Is it right? It is again nonsense. Next. Next. Here you may see that, very funny, eta is equal to y. The similarity transformation is eta is equal to y. What do you understand? Eta is equal to y means, at least in the previous papers, they have some constant into y. Here eta is equal to y. It's just another representation of the variable. Okay, just different notation to the variable. Instead of writing y, we are going to represent it as eta. Then how you are going to claim it as a similarity transformation? How you are going to claim your results are right? Do you agree with me? Okay, next.